The death of passive learning. We have all been there, staring at the mountain of information and feeling like nothing is actually sticking. Traditional learning is often too passive, but what if you can turn your static text into interactive visuals and self-testing learning machine? Today I am going to show you a workflow where we will combine NotebookLM with Gemini Canvas to help you learn anything faster than ever before. From renewable energy technologies to quantum physics for completely free. And we are going to do that in 4 phases. Phase 1 is building the brain using NotebookLM. Phase 2 is the learning architect, which is Gemini Canvas. Phase 3 is the interactive playground in which we will build website and visuals. Phase 4 is the drill sergeant, which is quizzes and flashcards, because you don't know what you don't know until you test it. So let us begin with the phase 1, which is building the brain using NotebookLM. First, we need a high quality knowledge base. We start in NotebookLM because it allows us to perform research and organize facts into a structured notebook. So first of all, we have to go to notebooklm.google.com and then click on create new. So first thing is that we need to add sources. So there are multiple ways to do that. You can upload files from your computer or provide link to YouTube video or a website, upload file from your drive or copy the text directly. If you have all those sources, please do that. But if it is not, then also it is okay. What we are going to do is we are going to use the web to pull all the relevant sources. So go here and then just ask for the sources. Collect high quality web sources on renewable energy that cover the topics from basics to advanced understanding. Include sources on the definition of renewable energy, foundational principles, and why it matters globally, how it differs from other sources, and its environmental, economic, and social impact. Prioritize credible, up-to-date, and beginner-friendly sources from core concepts to practical application. If you have a paid plan, you can use deep research, but if not, that's completely okay. Just use the fast research option. Let's search for it. And your sources are ready. Let us just import them. So NotebookLM has sourced the data and organized it. And once those sources are imported, you have rock solid foundation of facts to work from. Now let us move on to the second phase, which is the learning architect, Gemini Canvas. You can access Gemini using gemini.google.com. Just make sure that you are using the same Gmail account for NotebookLM as well as Google Gemini Canvas, because you will be able to import the same NotebookLM that you just created. So click on the plus sign, select NotebookLM, and you will be able to see the NotebookLMs that you have created. So this is the one. Let's click on this and add it. Now we are going to prompt Gemini to build a complete structured learning plan for us. Create a structured learning plan on renewable energy that progresses from foundational concepts to practical applications. Start by explaining what renewable energy is, why it is important for the world, and how it differs from fossil fuels and other non-renewable energy sources. Then guide the learner step by step through the key concepts, technologies, system challenges, and real-world usages. For each option, provide concise and easy to understand explanations and structure the content so it can be visually presented through diagrams, framework maps, visual summaries, comparison tables, and simple illustrative examples. And in tools, you have to select Canvas. Again, if you have a paid plan, use Pro, otherwise fast is also fine. And then just submit. And you can see your learning plan is already ready over here. So you can see Gemini Canvas didn't just summarize it, it has created a modular report where there is a learning plan starting with phase 1 foundations and the why, and then it breaks down subsections, the comparison between renewables and non-renewables energy sources, and then phase 2 is key technologies and sources, phase 3 is practical applications and systems, social and economic impacts, and challenges and future trends. So you can see how beautifully it has created the learning plan outline for us. Now let us move on to the phase 3, which is the interactive playground. Now this is where it gets wild. In Canvas, you can transform that report into a fully functional website. Now if you have a paid plan, you will be able to see a create button, which will be kind of drop down. And if you click on it, it will give you option to create different things like web pages, quizzes, flashcards. But since we don't have a paid plan, I'm going to show you a trick using which you can do exactly same for completely free. So for that, what you have to do, you have to provide a prompt to Gemini. So I will simply write, create a visual web page from the guide. And you can see first it is creating the HTML and CSS web code. Wow, now your visual website is ready. So foundation and why, what is it, comparison tables, key technologies, the modern grid, the energy ladder. So everything is available here for the learning. Now I gave it a very simple prompt, which is create a visual web page. Now if you want some advanced website with some interactive elements, visuals, cards, hover over functionality, click on expansion, so you can provide all that in the prompt and have a very nice website over here. Now instead of a dry document, you have a navigation menu and interactive component. Now let us move on to the phase 4, which is the drill sergeant, where we are going to create quizzes and flashcards. So let us provide it a prompt. Please create a 10 question quiz from the guide. Now your quiz is getting ready. So it has created 10 questions here. Question number 1 is, what is the primary characteristic that defines an energy source as renewable? So I'll select D, and you can see that it is a right option. If you don't have much idea about the question, you can also look at the hint. So I'll just click on next. And then you can see finally it also provides the score that I have got 1 out of 10 correct. My accuracy is 10%. I got 1 right, 0 wrong, and I skipped 9. I can also analyze my performance over here. So Gemini has diagnosed my performance, where I am doing good, where I need to improve, which is great. Now let us click on flashcards as well. And it will generate nice flashcards for you. So it has generated 25 flashcards, primary definition of renewable energy, and then you can get the answer as well. Like that, you can go through all the flashcards. Now, if you enable track learning, the AI keeps tabs on your progress, forcing you to focus on the concepts you struggle with most. Now, the best part is everything, the quiz, the flashcard, and the study guide is saved in your side panel. Basically, you are building a permanent learning library for your learning. So stop reading and start interacting. If this workflow changed how you think about studying, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much.